Yo, welcome back to Can't Stop Art. I'm your host, Fordee. So today we are painting another beautiful hand-painted vase. I'm calling this one Purple Rainbow Dreams, right? The customer that this is for basically told me just put magenta, purple, violet, whatever, and yeah, no other instruction. I said, does it matter how colorful? They said, go crazy. And that's exactly what I did. The first thing I did is I took that vase outside, I hit it with some acrylic varnish, then I put on a base coat of a magenta spray paint, brought it inside, and right now you can see me painting on transparent gesso. I ended up putting on two coats. The first coat was definitely transparent, but the second one made it dry kind of like with a white film. The reason I put a second coat is because there were some areas that didn't feel like they had as much tooth as others, so yeah. But one of the problems there is that now I need to cover the whole piece with paint because I don't want any of that white film to show. No worries, and we're going to do that. So at this point, I'm kind of trying to map out ideas with a design where I'm going to hit with a palette knife in what directions, etc. Because for the most part, what I'm painting right now is not going to be seen. It's just the base coat, and there's going to be a lot of craziness on top. I decided to go with an abstract design, and yeah, sometimes you just need to give yourself a little direction. Of course, you could go willy-nilly, paint on whatever you feel like, whatever you like with abstract, but I do have a plan, baby. So I'm going for different tonalities of purples, magentas, violets, etc. at this point, and yeah, because just to balance things out right now. And I think for sure when you're doing your art, of course you can keep things unbalanced, but when you do it, it makes someone feel uneasy. So for me, balance makes them feel more comfortable, and this vase is going to sit in someone's home with flowers, I assume, and we want it to feel balanced. We want it to feel feng shui. Whatcha! I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, a martial arts sound with feng shui, but anyway. So yeah, I miss martial arts, huh? Anyway, so now I grab a palette knife and I grab a color palette of some purple, some reddish purple, some yellow, some white, and I start painting on in different directions. I then bring in this magenta or pinkish magenta, and what I'm trying to do, if you look at the vase from the middle, up or middle down, I'm deciding that one side is going to be darker and one side lighter or more or different, right? Maybe different tones, tonalities, and so forth. I end up totally switching that up, and in this piece, I change direction a few times. But I think that that's what art is all about. We'll get back to that in a second. Right now, you missed the part of me painting on the adhesive size with a paintbrush. I didn't record it, my bad. But I'm applying the gold foil, and you need adhesive size on your piece before you apply the gold foil. And when I apply the gold foil, remember, I painted on freehand. The brush wasn't that small, and I painted the design on, but then I didn't realize how much I added. So when I'm adding the foil here, I'm trying to brush away the excess, and I realize, wait, this is a bit too much foil for my taste, huh? So I realized I have to go back over it with some more paint, which, yeah, that's fine. Anyway, art, I think, is a feeling, right? And when you're painting, especially in abstract, you go with the flow when you feel like, hey, it needs more of this or it needs more of that, etc. And right now, I feel like it's just got too much gold foil. So we're gonna hit it again with the palette knife. Again, at this point, it's white, yellow, hot pink UV paint, so that looks cool in the blacklight. And I'm only putting the pink UV paint on the bottom part, right? And at first, I'm like, okay, I'm only gonna put black down there, but then it looks unbalanced, and I end up putting black on the top part too. And yeah, so right now I'm trying to decide by picking sometimes multiple colors or singular colors to add more streaks, just to keep things balanced or looking the way I feel like they should look, right? And when we finish with that, I say, hey, let's hit it. Because we lost a lot of that gold foil, I take some acrylic ink in gold color, and I splatter that on there, and just to balance or give back some more gold, I hit it with some black splatter, and then I let it dry. Once it's dry, I say, you know what? The UV paint, when I showed it with, and you don't see this on camera, but when I took a UV blacklight and I hit it on the piece, I said, it's not balanced, right? Only the bottom has some cool effects. So I grabbed some yellow UV paint, I drip it on, and then I paint some strokes, and I realized that that's cool now, but the problem is I need to hit that pink UV over it to kind of mute some of that yellow. That yellow is too in your face, right? And again, we're back to balance. You've got to decide when the piece feels right or is balanced. Here I take some acrylic white ink from Liquitex, and I put a few dots in there here and there to give it some splatter. I then come back with the gold acrylic ink and do the same thing because I felt it needed some more gold. And now I say, you know what? Let's dry it. This is the finished piece, guys. I hope you like it. I had a lot of fun making it, and yeah. And right now I'm gonna show you the version with the black light on it. Now granted, the lights weren't off, but yeah, that's what it is. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. You know the deal. Until next time, I'm out.